Alright, let's take a look here at what I do when I'm scanning. I launch a program called Desktop Binder Lite, which is bundled with my scanner. And as you can see, we keep everything inside of a folder. This is a work bin, and it enables us to work. And you can see here it's got the numbers of my documents, the beginning number inside a set of documents, and also it shows me how many pages are in this. If I open the group up, you can see here these are all the individual TIFF files that are inside of each scan job that I do to kind of keep those organized. And so what I'm going to do is go all the way to the bottom here, and I'm going to look at where my last number started, and I can see it was at 6135. And so I'm going to go ahead at this point and look at my folder that I have at the root level of my hard drive that has all of my documents inside of it. Now I can see here that what I have as far as my documents go, what PDF files I've created from my TIFFs, and how far my numbering is gone. So I started at 6135. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to rename this folder to what the documents are that are contained in it, the numbers. So as you can see, I look here, I'm going to go ahead and rename and go ahead and put what the last number was, so I know where my starting point is as I go. So that enables me to keep everything kind of in order the way we're doing it in this case. I'm going to go ahead and create a new folder, and we're just going to name it Documents and start at the number that we're starting at. As you can see here where that is, 6431. Then what I'm going to do is go ahead and scan the document. You can see that I use my auto document feeder. I'm set at a resolution of 200 dpi. I can slide and move to whatever dpi I want, but I scan everything at 200. And there's some advanced features that I have with the scanner that I can use. But right now I'm going to go ahead and scan the documents. And so it puts them in the auto document feeder. It begins to scan them. It's not the fastest scanner in the world, but it is rather, quick. Now right here we have a staple inside of a document, so it's not going to scan it. It just told me that the error has occurred. So what I'm going to do is take the staple out and put the document back inside of the hopper, and it will go ahead then, and I can just tell it yes to continue. I've fixed the error, and now what it'll do is continue scanning. And you can see here it's not the speediest in the world, but it is rather fast, and it does a great job. It's portable. It does what we need it to do, and so it's the Savin image scanner IS200E. They range in price depending on where you get them. You can contact me if you're looking for one. I have a Savin distributor that I deal with, and I can put you in contact with them. And like I said, it's an all-around good scanner. It is networkable, and it's also got a Twain interface. We use both. We use the Twain interface on the road, and then we use the networkable here in the office and just put it on the server so we can scan to multiple locations. The scanner does have controls directly on the scanner. You can also scan to email, things like that. Now you can see we're complete. We're done with this scan job, so I'm going to tell it complete. If I had more, I could continue. But instead I'm just going to go ahead and click complete. You can see now I'm going to name it with the beginning number that we're starting with, which is 6431, and what that does is that gives me a binder of all these documents. I'm going to take that binder now and move it into the folder that we created. These are the original documents right here. As you can see, it split them out into the single page TIFFs. You can see that it names the documents just in this long format, but when we look at the document here, this is the original document. As you can see, there is nothing in the bottom right hand corner of this document. It is completely empty. In this space is where we are going to put the electronic number, bait stamp number, whatever you want to call it. And so to do that, I launch Trial Director, and I use inside of Trial Director. Now you can see I copy right there. I'll show you where that comes into play here in a minute. I launch Trial Director, and I use the program that's embedded called Image Brander. which enables you to, and you can use whatever you want to use, but I use Image Brander to do the documents and give them their number, because that's going to be pertinent for the paralegal and for the attorney at trial. We just go up to Tools, down to Image Brander, and you can see where I copied that path. That's where the documents are. So what I'm going to do is I'm only branding TIFF images, and I'm just going to do a Control V, and I'm going to use the source folder as the destination of the document. You could put them somewhere else after you've numbered them, but I'm just going to use that. I start with my beginning number, 6431, and I do a token, and I brand them. And it tells me I'm going to overwrite. I tell it yes, and we went up to 6457 because our next number starting would be 6458. So I can exit here, minimize this, and I can go now and take a look at my documents, and you will see that in the bottom right hand corner of the document I now have the number that's going to be used by the attorney at trial. So actually at trial what he's going to do is call for that number. So I've been messing with this case a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and delete what I have in here out. I was just working on some things, and what I'm going to do is take the documents that we just did, and I'm going to add them to my trial director database simply by drag and drop. I simply go in and select all, and after I've selected all, drag and drop, and I name them based on their number. So I start with the beginning number, 06431, click OK, and what that does is import those documents in order. And once I've added those items in, you can see that the documents are now added all the way up to their last number. When we're in trial, what happens is the attorney will call for a document number. I type it in, hit enter, it comes up, and you'll notice here there is the number that's on the document, and you can see that I have the right one. We can double check and check 6447. Boom, pull it up, 6447. That ensures that you're always on the right page, and every document gets one number. And so there's no two that are ever alike, and you'll never miss with your attorney this way. This is why when we go to trial we don't miss. Now I'm going to take these files, I'm going to combine them into an Adobe Acrobat PDF. I really don't think teaching this is necessary. Most people know how to create a PDF. This PDF file is what is going to be given to the paralegal to print out for the attorney to go into his box. He has to have these documents numbered in order to communicate with me. So making them as a PDF file simply gives them to her, and she can then take those PDF files, print them out, do whatever she needs to do with them. It also makes transport pretty easy. So I hope you found this informative just for the basis of how we number documents. It's a lot more in depth when we're dealing with bigger cases. This is a rather small case for us, but I hope this helps. My email address is rhelt@litrg.com. That's liturgy.com. LITRG. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching, and keep up the good work.